And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Andrew Chung.
Welcome back, everyone. For the past couple of hours of Sunday afternoon, things have been mostly quiet here in the valley, but let's pan that radar up to the northwest, and you can see what's been going on for our friends in Laredo. They have been seeing severe thunderstorms moving through the region, pushing to the east. We still have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for southern Webb County as those continue to the east. These are until 5:45 this afternoon as well as 6:30 this evening. And now if you look closely, we are seeing some thunderstorms firing up moving into Zapata County, and those may drift into our area in the upper valley over the next half an hour or so. So the time frame for these thunderstorms here in the valley is approximately anywhere from 7 o'clock this evening through at least past midnight, maybe even farther beyond midnight for tonight. So we're keeping in thunderstorm chances for this evening, and some of those thunderstorms, there is a possibility they could become severe. More on that later in just a bit. Temperatures right now, look at that, 97 degrees in Rio Grande City. It is 91 in Edinburgh. A little bit cooler out east where it's 86 in Raymondville, 88 in Harlingen, and 85 degrees in Port Isabel. So spotty to scattered thunderstorms continuing the forecast for this evening. 87 degrees at 7 o'clock tonight, 83 at 9 p.m. and 79 at 11 o'clock this evening. Here is the map. We have a warm front right around Laredo that is pushing to the north. It'll stay to the north of us, but the atmosphere is still unsettled for tonight into tomorrow and Tuesday. So we're going to keep in that chance of some scattered thunderstorms. So for tonight, tomorrow and Tuesday, have the umbrellas handy. Let me show you the map and take a look at this. The upper valley, shown in the yellow, has a slight risk of severe weather for tonight. The mid and lower valley, shown in the green, has a marginal risk, the lowest risk for severe weather for tonight. What that means is that a few thunderstorms tonight could become strong or even severe, with the main threats being damaging winds and hail. However, we cannot rule out also an isolated tornado, especially for the upper valley, where the risk is a little bit higher, as you see in the yellow. This is for tonight into the overnight hours. And then for tomorrow, that marginal risk stays to the north, but I would not rule out maybe a strong storm for tomorrow as well as into Tuesday. Here is Future Track, and this model is optimistic on some thunderstorms at 7 o'clock this evening, starting off in Rio Grande City. We could see a couple of rounds of thunderstorms if this model does become true. You can see the thunderstorm maybe around 9 o'clock this evening toward Edinburgh, McAllen, Westlaco, and Raymondville, pushing off to the east. We could have another on potentially for some spotty to scattered showers of thunderstorms at 11 o'clock tonight, and then maybe toward the lower valley at 1 o'clock in the morning on Monday. And the model still keeps in a chance for some thunderstorms 3 o'clock in the morning toward Port Mansfield, and maybe another chance of some showers and thunderstorms at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, it was pretty quiet last night. You're probably wondering what happened, Andrew. Well, we had what's called a cap, a very stable air mass in place, some warm air aloft, and that suppressed the thunderstorms. Even though the models were hinting at some thunderstorms last night, nothing really happened, at least for the early evening hours into past midnight. We still think, though, that there's enough instability to warrant that chance for some thunderstorms for this evening. That depends on that cap for tonight. So we're going to keep in a 30% chance of thunderstorms at the least for tonight, a 40% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow, 30% on Tuesday. Should be mainly dry on Wednesday. And by the way, a front does arrive late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. That's going to cool us off into the mid-80s by Wednesday. On the water, we'll have winds out of the southeast at 10 to 15 knots. Bay water's a moderate chop. Next tide is a low tide at 6:56 in the evening, and the seas are 2 to 6 feet. Here is that 7-day forecast. We start off with highs in the lower 90s tomorrow, mid-90s Tuesday. Look at that, 86 on Wednesday, with morning lows in the upper 60s behind the front, down to 70 Wednesday night. Highs are back in the lower 90s Thursday, and then hot again by Friday, Saturday, and